My mom was diagnosed in January with lung cancer, and we knew that we wouldn't do any aggressive treatment. She was 84 years old, and we needed to find a really nice place for her to spend the rest of her days. And we went to a couple different places, found the Johnson Center, and this really felt like a right fit for her and a nice place for her to be.
I think a lot of it was the way that the rooms are done with flooring like you might find in your home instead of what you might find at a hospital.
Yeah, it felt more like home. And the home-baked cookies helped. One of the most wonderful things about this place was that we could bring the dog. My mom just loved our dog, and so she was always welcome to come. And the dog would walk in the front door, knew exactly that she had to turn left again, head straight down to the back of the hall and jump on that bed and lick that face, and it made everybody happy. On Valentine's Day, Bill asked me to marry him, and within a little over 2 weeks, on the 25th of February, we had the wedding put together, had people come in from out of town, very much wanted my mom to be a part of that. That was the whole point, and knew we couldn't move her somewhere else. And this room that we're in now was just a perfect place to have it. It fit the amount of people that we had, and they allowed us to bring in all kinds of food into the dining area, and we pretty much took over this whole place, and every time we saw one of the staff members or somebody walking by, they just had a huge smile on their face. I think that they were really pleased to have us.
You would never have known that it was a rushed wedding for how well things came together, and people came from across the country on very short notice and very bad weather.
The staff helped my mom get dressed, and that was a feat in itself, because it was hard for her to move around and have an energy level. She had hardly any energy level. I think that it meant so much to my mom to be a part of that. And she wasn't doing the best that she could have been, and that was like her last hurrah, but I hope that it was the best last hurrah that she had had.
At the time, it was the most important thing in her life. For the wedding, my uncle had all of us stand in a circle with Lauren and I in the center, and invited my parents to speak and say what they had to say, and invited Mary Lou to speak, and I think it was very important. It was very important to her to give some solicited advice instead of the usual kind. Instead of wedding gifts, we wanted people to give to hospice. Instead of Christmas gifts last year, we wanted people to give to hospice, because you need it. They really care for the people that are here. They do whatever they can to make it the best that it can be for them. And that's nice.
Centura is involved with many mission trips, and the home program became involved with the mission to Nepal in October of 2006, when our CEO, Aaron Denholm, went to Nepal to assist in setting up a palliative care, end-of-life care program in Banipal, Nepal. In going back a year after the initial visit, we did find that we had some things that we needed to work on in a different way, from a different perspective. End-of-life care is my passion. So to be able to take that to a place that doesn't have the advantages that we have was very intriguing to me. Because I'm the director of the home program at our inpatient facility, and I've been involved with hospice for 20 years, I was able to take a look at things from the standpoint of how we can go forward in this culture and how best can we help and support them. We all know about Mount Everest and the Himalayas and all of that, but I had never really thought about the culture and what I might be able to offer to them. And so that was exciting. end-of-life care still has not been fully embraced. Not because people don't want it, but they still don't have a good understanding of what it is and how to provide that. We found that culturally, people want to die outside. So consequently, having an inpatient palliative care or hospice facility really doesn't work in that culture. Providing care in patients' homes until they can go to where they want to for their actual death is where we needed to change our focus. Where we're going to be challenged is going into the homes one-on-one, starting very, very small, and remembering that we do have this very strong, embedded culture that we're only going to be able to go one family at a time. We were honored to be able to visit with a young woman who had been diagnosed with stage 4 colon cancer at the age of 29 when she was pregnant. And so we saw her now 3 years later at the age of 32 with very advanced colon cancer. While she was receiving chemotherapy, she was on morphine. However, once it was determined that treatment was no longer going to be of benefit to her, she was taken off of her morphine. So here I saw somebody who had very advanced cancer and was not on even an aspirin or a Tylenol for pain. We began to realize that we would have a big impact, is that it costs $6 a month to provide pain medicine to one patient. And we were able to take donations from Soup for the Soul to Nepal, and we were able to determine where we wanted to apply those funds. And so in finding out that at $6 a month for one patient, that was where we really wanted to put those funds. We were able to give that to the hospital. Her family was able to go and pick up a month's supply of morphine and take it back to her so that she could be comfortable for however many days she has left. And it was an incredible experience, and one that I hope that we can continue in order to help them grow this end-of-life care, something that's severely lacking in Nepal.
Porter Hospice and St. Anthony Hospice are dedicated to helping patients live life to the fullest each and every day. No matter their race, religion, or financial standing, patients are cared for, mind, body, and spirit, to ensure that their final days are meaningful and memorable. Fulfilling wishes and making dreams come true are an everyday occurrence for the staff of Porter Hospice and St. Anthony Hospice. We thank them for helping patients celebrate all the gifts that life has to offer.